SLC update for the QUASIDB customers for the week beginning the 19th of July, Monday. It's Freedom Day in the UK. We'll look at Dixie. I can't show you the stop loss clusters for this, but you can get an idea what's going on the 15-minute chart. I posted a chart which I expected price to come up within this channel, and it did have a little bit of a fall, but it's currently doing this, as you can see. So it's going how I thought it was going to go, and we see how the zigzags are getting tight over time. So it looks like there's a little bit of possibly a bit of a squeeze going on. If price continues to go sideways, we will break the pitchfork, and that's going to be bearish. Okay, so at this point, tonight at 11:45, so it needs to really rally before end of today, and I've got a feeling it's going to probably break and then we're going to fall. Okay, so that's just my speculation, but we do know, yeah, about 11 o'clock tonight it needs to it will probably break. It needs to rally or it's going to break. Okay, admittedly it's only the 15-minute chart, but you know, you can see how fairly accurate it's been. You know, quite a few tests of that 38.2 and this to 61.8. I can't show you any large time frames because it hasn't loaded the data. Hour is pretty similar to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's likewise. I think the half an hour. Yeah, the half hour is saying 11:30 tonight, so it should be quite interesting later tonight. So we've got an ascending channel and ascending pitchfork as well. So yeah, and I wouldn't be too concerned as long as 92.26 holds. Let's look at the Dixie. So I think it's going to probably rally, I think, and then we're going to have a break. So let's have a look at AJ. One above is 82.23, 80.79. We are a sell, and we can see we've got a descending pitchfork and the descending channel. H4. Yeah, so we've got descending that on the hourly as well. I'm not sure if daily is going to be any good. Daily is suggesting that 80.16 is going to be a support, so we've got 100 pips away. So yeah, and that would agree with the sentiment, and that will wipe them guys out because it's a sell, and we'll take those stops on the way, I think. AU, one above 74.24, 73.65. We are a sell, and we're quite heavily a sell actually. They're going long. If you watch my video on the indices, that will really help with your bias, because we know this is a very sensitive pair, and if you look at my video on the indices, then you'll have a good idea where this is going to go. So I'd recommend that you do watch that. We're breaking MS1 83.92. So if you from a risk to reward perspective, that could be a stop, and that could be an awesome trade, because your target would be S2 at 78, 72.80, 72.85. EA, R2 is 159.93. We're 2 pips away. One above is 160.11 and 159.46. We are a buy, as you can see, but this we've got a bearish harmonic butterfly, so technically could be quite bearish. We've got an ascending channel and ascending pitchfork, just a bearish harmonic. If we go above R2, it's going to spell problems for Aussie, because the R3 is way up here, and then we'll be quite comfortably in that pitchfork as well, because we're a little bit close to breaking, but up here we'll be in a more comfortable position. EU, I got a feeling that we're going to come up and get the, oh, they moved their stops. Okay, their stops were a lot higher. 118.23 and 117.69. We are a sell, but it has kind of ignored the sentiment a little bit, so we do have got to be a bit careful. We've got ECB as well this week. It's quite sideways on the dynamic as well. Monthly pivots up there. GU 139, 137.39. We are a sell. Descending pitchfork, descending channel, and we've got a bullish ABCD, that will invalidate 13738. So I think Euro, we're going to probably get that SLC above, and I've got a sneaky suspicion we're going to get this SLC below, and then that will be positive for the Euro Pound. So we will cover the Euro Pound just to get an idea, just quickly. NU 70.50, and well, it's quite far. One below is 69, so 90 pips below. We are a buy, and they are selling it ever so short, ever so slowly. I'm quite tired, so yeah. What's that little change there? It's almost like 2%, so they are shorting it a little bit. Euro yen. I wanted to make this video for the purpose of showing you some of these yen pairs because we're very close to monthly support. So for EJ, if you are trading this, MS1 129.80, we're 129.76. SLC above 131, and I think this is going to be likely at 129.58. We are a sell. Keep an eye on your S1 because if we're below S1, we have to target S2, 127.88. Likewise with the pound yen, S1, 151.34. We are a buy. SLC above is 152.64, 151. So yeah, these levels are going to be important. Dollar yen. There's MS1, so we are above. So that puts the dollar in a good position against pound and the euro. So you know that's probably a possible reason why the dollar is doing well, because it's looking at its cross yen crosses. 109.82. One above is 110.34. 109.70. So if this comes down, which it looks like it is, it's going to impact GU because there's a close correlation between GU and pound yen. Likewise the EU and EJ. So yeah, I've got a feeling that this is going to get triggered on GU. Look at FX sentiment as well. While looking at FX SSI, and you can see, you know, it's fairly bearish for cable. That's that. It hadn't loaded the SLCs for UC, but it has now. 126.57. God, they're so close. 126.42. H4 charts, so they are very very close. There's what's this one? R1 125.86. So your target there could be R2 127.76. If oil continues to fall, CAD's going to be under a lot of pressure, and you could argue that it kind of rallied really heavily, so it could be fundamentally a good play, and we are a buy as well. And if you get the things to align, you know, you can do quite well. They're selling that over time. There's monthly pivot, so because we're above, it's technically bullish. Dollar Swiss 92.10 and 91.80. We are a sell. They're selling it over time, which would be bullish. There's a disagreement between the dynamic, which is the time, and the snapshot data. So this should move by accordance to this, and especially if it continues. If it comes down, then this is kind of going to come up. Gold, I covered this briefly on the indices video, and so I was just saying about monthly pivot. I said it was 1812. I was right, so that's good. 1835, and the one below is 1805, so we're close. And what we ideally like, if you're bearish, you'd want 1791 to break, because this is your pitchfork support. However, that being said, we did break pitchfork, and we had healthy tests of that. You know, so if we do break 1791, we could come back up in the pitchfork, and then, you know, it could potentially be a sell again, but we are a heavy sell on the sentiment. Quick look at Euro Pound, because I was saying about the cable coming down to take the SLC, and how we're looking monthly pivot, so that's going to be very important. And incidentally, we've got a shift channel break as well, so that's measured on this angle. Hopefully you're familiar with the shift channel now. computer's going slow today. So there's the lower low, and now this is going to be, well, that would have been resistance and is now currently support. So keep an eye on 85, 81. Because we're above that, we can target the median line 85.90. But because we're above monthly pivot and this shift channel, then that's going to be fairly bullish. We can come up and we can come down, and then we'll do that. You could probably argue we did probably oversold quite a bit, but there's a confluence level there. So 85, 81, because that's monthly pivot and your shift channel top. And that's it. So we'll wrap up now. We had some signals, so they are fundamentally valid because you just look at my video on the indices. So if you're not sure what I mean, what I'll do is I'll simply add that video to this, and then you can see what I mean. But it's looking quite bearish on the indices now. So wrap up now. I'm going to do a quick video on the cryptos, and then I'll put my feet up. So have a good day.